Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Yeah, I've been calling us Jezebel since the beginning of time. Every time we opened our mouths, every time we lit, every time we refused to sit down and be quiet. But I came to ask you a question today. Are you a Jezebel or are you an Esther? Because there is a difference, and the difference might change your wit. They called her too bold, they called her too bold, they called her too much. They said, who does she think she is? Walking in without being summoned. But God had already written her name on the moment before she was born. Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Are you tearing down or building up? Are you using what God gave you for the kingdom of yourself? Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Because both women were bold, both women had power, both women had influence. The difference was who they used it for. Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Which one are you? Deborah sat under a palm tree and led a nation to war. They said a woman can't do that, but nobody told the Lord. She was a judge, a prophet, a warrior, all at the same time. And when Barak said, I won't go without you, she said, fine, I'll go, but the glory won't be yours today. It'll go to a woman, because a woman will finish what fear wouldn't. Yeah. They called her too loud, too commanding, too much authority for someone who looked like her. But God had already written her name on the moment before she was born. Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Or an Esther? Are you tearing down or building up? Are you using what God gave you for the kingdom of yourself? Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Because both women were bold, both women had power, both women had influence. The difference was who they used it for. Are you a Jezebel or an Esther? Which one are you? Let me tell you about some women they labeled. They call Hannah crazy, said she was drunk in the house of God. But she was just a woman, praying so hard, words wouldn't come out right. She wasn't drunk, she was desperate, and God heard every word. They called Mary Magdalene, all kinds of things. Said where she came from, said what she used to be. But she was the first one at the tomb, the first one to see the risen Christ, the first one He sent to tell the others. God didn't use the ones with clean reputations first. He used the woman they wrote off. They called Ruth naive, said go back to your own people. Said there's nothing left for you here. But Ruth said, where you go, I will go. Where you die, I will die. And her loyalty became a legacy that led straight to the bloodline of Jesus. A crazy one, a labeled one, a later one, a loyal one, a loyal one. For such a time as this woman, and every single one of them was called a Jezebel by somebody who was intimidated by what God put in them. So before you accept that label, I need you to ask yourself, am I a Jezebel or am I just a woman that somebody is afraid of? Yeah. Jezebel was real too, let's not pretend she wasn't. She had power and she used it for herself and for destruction. She silenced the prophets, she manipulated the king. She wore her authority like it was everything. But you are not her just because you're bold. You are not her. You are not her just because you won't fold. You are not her. You are not her just because you lead. You are not her. The difference is the motive. The difference is the seed. You are not a Jezebel. Oh, you are an Esther, born for such a time as this. Oh, you are not a Jezebel. Witness of the risen King. You are not a Jezebel. You are a woman with a God-given everything. Use it, use it, use it, yeah. And next time somebody calls you to Jezebel, for being bold, for being loud, for leading, for her feelings to sit down, that ain't in a lie. And say, Mom, I am an Esther, I am a builder, I am a header, I am the wolves, I am the maid. You that was born for such a time as this, baby, out of nowhere, I have what to do. You are not a Jezebel, you are an Esther, born for such a time as this.